What are cube roots and square roots? If you're a math lover or even just curious about the world of numbers, you've probably heard of the square and cube roots. We'll take a look at what these mysterious symbols are and how they may be used in your future. In mathematics, these are also known as inverse operations. The square roots and cube roots aren't as hard as they seem. They're just two useful mathematical concepts that help us make sense of numbers that would otherwise be difficult to work with. You can think of them as really big simplifiers for complex numbers. You've probably dealt with square roots before in geometry class. Those have second powers, but cube roots, those have third powers, are less common. We are aware of the square of any given number, which is when a number is multiplied by itself, we get the square of a number, or the power 2 of a number can be called the square of that number. Suppose, square of 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4, 2 times 2 is equal to 4. The square root of 4 here is 2. Similarly, for the cube, we know a number when cubed means raised to the power of 3, so if 2 to the power of 3 is 8, like 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8, then the cube root of 8 is 2. The concept of these roots is useful in other areas like geometry, where they come up in finding sides lengths or area and circumference etc. They are also used in trigonometry for different types of functions and equations. The square root method is useful if you want to find out any side length of a particular shape, or you can also use it with things like volume measurement too. Cube root, as we read above, is another name of a number which multiplied by itself gives the original number. For example, the cube root of 64 comes out to be 4 because 4 times 4 times 4 is equal to 64. This method is also useful for volume measurement too. In the study of geometry, we often find ourselves using square roots and cube roots to solve problems. Maybe you're trying to figure out the length of a hypotenuse given only the lengths of two adjacent sides. If so, you could use a square root to simplify things. Similarly, to find the cube root of any number we need to find a number which when multiplied 3 times by itself gives the original number. Symbol: the square root is denoted by the symbol square root, whereas the cube root is denoted by cube root. Examples: square root 4 equals square root 2 by 2 equals 2. Cube root 27 equals cube root 3 by 3 by 3 equals 3.